Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I am spending some time in the town of Chanute, Kansas, which is about 100 miles east of Wichita. It's a town of about 10,000 people, which makes it one of the larger towns that offer free RV hookups. Elevation here is about 950, and the Verizon internet is just fairly good. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few interesting things they have in town here, a couple museums, and some other things you might be interested in. First, let me show you the campground and the information on the board behind me. Number one says that you can stay here up to 10 days per month. Number two says they only have 30 amps. However, I'm going to show you that that's not true. And number three, you're allowed to stay here 2 days for free, and then if you want to stay longer, you pay. And then down here, it says that it's $10 a day. And by the way, from November 1 to April 1, the water is turned off when they're afraid of it freezing. And each site has water and electricity. There's not a dump station at all here, but there is a dump station a block away. And that is where you go to pay the fees as well. And this sign here says the dump station is 1 block down that way. And on this lawn here is a baseball field. And around on the other side of this board, it has some things here that tells you about some of the retail stores in town and the various restaurants that they have, and about the churches in town. And this shows that there are 32 churches in a town of about 10,000 people. That seems like a bit much. And you know, one thing that's amazed me as I've gone along through a lot of these small towns, some of the small towns that I've been to, of populations of somewhere around 1,000, they'll have like 6 churches. And I find it amazing that such a small town can support so many churches. Just seems to be like in these small towns, they should have just one church for each basic religion and not like have several for various denominations. And I bet you all of those churches are struggling to survive. So most of the spaces have a trash can like this. And if you look at this power box, it's 20, 30, 50. So I think probably what happened was they upgraded the electricity and they didn't change the sign out front there. So I counted 16 spaces and hookup boxes in this paved lot. There's a little bit of tree coverage, but not much. So when you go 1 block down from the park there, you find another section of RV parking here. And just as you pull in from the street, here is the dump station. And there is the box where you pay your camping fees. There are no envelopes here to fill out, so bring your own envelope. Or I guess you could just drop your $10 or $20 bills right in that slot. Then a little further down is that same sign with the rules. And then here is the restroom building, all of which is just right on the other side of that baseball field that I showed you earlier. Then right along the baseball field is trash can, a water faucet, a covered picnic table, and the 20, 30, 50 amp power box. So this is a campsite right here. And on the other side of the entrance road there is 8 more RV spaces and hookup boxes. So With the 8 here and the 16 on the other side, that's 24. So altogether there's 3 baseball fields. And at some of these city parks where I've stayed with the RV hookups, I've gotten to watch a baseball game when the people come out, usually in the early evening. They get off work, kids out of school, and they play baseball. And I've watched a few games at times. And they have a basketball court as well. Now this is not far down from the RV parking slots. Here we have exercise equipment, an outdoor gym. That's a pretty rare thing in a city park. And while mom and dad is working out, there's plenty of things here for the kids to play on. Huh, nice. This is a type of monkey bars I've never seen before. Slanted, and it's made to look like a fish. How about that? Got a couple kids playing soccer here. Then a little further down is a children's playground. And over here is a big covered picnic area. And it is right beside a fairly good sized lake. You can go into the water here. It's easy to step into the water. I don't know how safe it is. You want to have good shoes on, of course. But if you really want to go swimming, looks like you can do it. It is a really nice park here, almost fully shaded. I think this is a maintenance building for the park. It's called the Landing at Lakeview Recreation Area. And here it tells about the different things they have. Disc golf course, 18-hole foot golf course. Now that's something I'm not familiar with. And then hiking, biking, walking, fitness area, play pods. So this is a really, really nice park. Lots of facilities that I've showed you. And you can park your RV right within a few feet of it. How about that, folks? You like it here? This is Chanute's Recreation Center, which is close to downtown. They have a really nice pool here with a lazy river, which is kind of rare for pools in small towns. But here it is, over 100 degrees in August, and they've already shut down for the season. This is the first pool with a lazy river I've seen this year. I've always wanted to do that. Would love to cool off in here. On the corner of Evergreen and Main is something very interesting here. This is the Auto Service Center, which is actually a car museum. The museum is actually called Howard's Toys for Big Boys. It's a small museum, but it has a lot of very interesting antique vehicles. 1930 Model A. Yeah, some scooters and a few small motorcycles. Now this is a moped. There's a lot of controversy about what mopeds are, but this is it. Gasoline engine and bicycle pedals. That defines a real moped. This Cushman has a big basket on front. You do a lot of shopping with that. Here's a 51 Studebaker, 29 Plymouth, and a 54 Plymouth, and a 50 Chevrolet. There's a nicely restored 21 Buick, 39 Buick, and here we have 37 Chrysler, 37 LaSalle. They got a lot of interesting things up on the second floor here. Got some kids' pedal cars here. And a 47 Crosley pickup truck. I don't think I've seen a Crosley pickup truck. I've seen a lot of Crosby's cars. 33 Pontiac with a straight A engine. And here is a 41 Studebaker, which is a very rare car, the sign says. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate the tour of your museum. Next, I'm going to show you the Martinosa Johnson Safari Museum. The Johnsons just love to take safaris in Africa, and they brought back all sorts of artifacts with them. And since they lived here, they wanted to build a museum in their hometown with quite a large collection of mask headdresses. Guess what this one is called? It is the crocodile fish mask. And this is a homemade xylophone from Mali. I never quite understood the African fashions. Here's a guy you don't want to meet up with. Quite a large collection of masks. I guess they all have their purpose. Necklaces and drums, some kind of horn, and a makeshift violin, I guess it is. I wonder how this would go over at a Halloween party. Yeah, I think you would be the star of the party if you wore any of these. Here's an intricate style door lock. If you pull this out and then push these up, it releases the bottom, so this slides out. Just like this. Huge collection of masks here. And statues. I bet this lady was very popular. Not so much in the face, but I like the rest of her. They have a gong you can bang. I bet the Johnsons taught the natives a lot of things. And they took a lot of photos. Looks like you definitely want to go with a guide service. And here is a paper mache statues of both of them. Well, folks, let me know in the comments below how you liked the video here in Chanute, Kansas. Good day, folks.